So right here in my timeline, I've got my two clips that I'll be working with, pretty basic stuff. And to do our mask zoom effect, I'm going to take this transition here, drop it between my two shots, and adjust the length to how long I want the transition to last. Now with my playhead in the middle of the transition, I'm going to start drawing a mask in the desired area, in this case the center of the grip tape roll. After some tweaking, I'll head over to the control panel where I will adjust the softness of the mask as well as the fade in speed, and that's literally it. Our transition is done. So we begin with two very basic clips here, and I've already trimmed them down to my desired length for this example. In our transitions window, I'll find the Pixel Film Studio's TransZoom mask plugin, and unlike the previous example where I used the zoom out preset, this time I'll be using the zoom in preset. Drag and drop the preset between your two clips and adjust it to your desired length. If we scrub through this frame by frame, you can see it's automatically created our zoom in transition, but it doesn't yet have that seamless look that we're going for. So to start drawing our mask, I want to find a frame where I can see the whole pupil, so as I scrub through here, I think this frame should work. And all I'm going to do here is click directly on our footage to create a point, but before I let go, I'm going to drag just a little bit to create these handles, giving our mask a nice curve. But I'll go ahead and make my next point over here, also clicking and dragging to get that nice curve. And if you like, you could always start with a more rigid shape and add these curves afterward by simply holding shift and clicking on the points you've already made. Now after some minor tweaks, we'll go up to our inspector window and we can adjust the softness of the mask and the softness radius. Now I personally like to have a really seamless looking mask, so I'll crank up the softness all the way. And for our softness radius, I'm just going to bump that up to 2. Now if we scrub through our footage again, you can see that our mask is looking good, but we aren't quite zooming into it the way we want. Now to fix this, all we have to do is go into the inspector window and enable the edit mode, in which we can start repositioning our anchor points, and this will determine where in the frame our zoom is going to occur. So I'll just grab the green anchor here, which is for our first clip, and I'll drag that around until we've got the pupil centered in the frame. And once I'm happy with that, I'll grab the red anchor point and position that so that the truck is in the center of the eye, because that's going to be the focal point of our next clip. Once that's done, we'll turn off the edit mode and we can play back our transition, and that's looking a lot better. In this little drop-down menu here, we can add a rotation to our zoom. In this case, let's try out a 1/2 rotation clockwise. Now I want to make my transition fade in a little bit more gradually, so I'll go ahead and adjust the fade in speed. And we can finish off this transition by adding a bit of flash, a whole bunch of blurring, and an RGB split to tie it all together.